It's race day here in Volkovo at Skopje. How boily excited for this! Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first Creative Racing Championship to take place on the green town Volkovo. This circuit is Kart. It is round 3 on this creative season 2022 and we are so glad to be back. What a Grand Prix can be this afternoon, and today's features brand new pole sitter Faruk Suleiman, the first time to take the pole position. So the track is the same, 930 meter long and one main straight and 17 corners, 10 to the left, 7 to the right, and 19 meters from pole down to the first braking zone, where Furkan Abdullah on the front row will get head to head with Faruk Suleiman in just a few moments time. The drivers will take the first, second and third corner with full throttle, which the overtake chances are very high, as Hamza did on second round of the season by getting past Faruk comfortably on that occasion. What a grid we have got and what a race we have got. Cannot wait for this next 35 laps. It's mixed up grid where the last race slow drivers are in front row and drivers like Adnan is out of position where slow timing at qualifying and will start 6th today. But certainly it does not guarantee that Faruk will win the race as he is on pole. We will have the hottest race ever as the temperature shows 38 degrees, which will affect the tires absolutely. As you know, every karting car is not the same, but the drivers change their cars as they noticed a slow going one. On the other hand, taking corners properly will give an advantage to the drivers to overtake. And here is the grid line up for the 4th round. Right at the front, Faruk Suleiman, the first time ever in Creative Racing, starts on pole as Furkan does. He is second on the grid today. Just behind them, Ridvan is making himself third, the second row with alongside of him Hamza for his best qualifying performance of the season. Umay slots into the top 5, where he finished every race is there. 6th is Adnan Salih with slowest qualifying he has done. Behind them follows Jihad Aliu, 7th, and Ercüment Şenyus with a better performance this time, 8th on the grid. Anas Dimani had also better qualifying as he took risk with making only one lap. On the right side of him, Ubaid Faizullah 10th today, and on the back of the grid Harun Shaban, which he has slowest at qualifying round. Here we are waiting for the check the flag wave. It's the Volkovo Grand Prix round 4 of the season. And it's lights out. Away we go. Faruk Suleiman gets the better start from Furkan Abdullah, and Ridvan gets away quick too. And Ridvan is already leveled up Furkan, and also got inside line, makes himself to second place. Umais is getting past Hamza immediately and sticks up behind Furkan. Adnan is going super slow, follows him Jihad, Ercüment, Enes, and we see onboard Ridvan going down the straight, and Furkan is ahead him by taking inside line. Furkan squeezes, and Umais taking the second place from Ridvan, and Furkan by taking the race line. What a crucial move! But Ridvan takes the place back as Umais goes wide from turn 9. We have never seen that action before. What a fight he's been doing here. Adnan is super slow and Jihad wants to take him. Harun, here it is, gets ahead of Ercüment, and after comes Enes Ubaid. And let's see the replay of the start again. Faruk gets a very good start. Also Ridvan follows him to inside line. Furkan has bad start, slows down. Umais is just behind him waiting for the mistake and puts them into pressure. Hamza also gets good start, but Adnan and Jihad are starting very slow compared to the others. By going down the straight, Furkan is ahead of Ridvan, and here Furkan is taking the corner wide, and that is Umais has been waiting for. Takes both drivers from the inside line, but again Ridvan is not giving up position and takes the second place back into turn 10. This is another angle showing the start from the back of the grid, and that is super slow start by Enes, Ubaid, Jihad and Ercüment also. Faruk gets away well, and that is Furkan is a bit slower and loses the second place to Ridvan. There it is, a little contact between them, probably that slows down Ridvan and gets an advantage to overtake him. Amazing start, just 4th round of the season. Umais is still chasing with Ridvan as he got the position back now. Ridvan is under pressure by going from turn 16, and that is typical Hamza spinning out from last corners. Furkan hits him from behind, and now Furkan is stuck at tires. And the yellow flag is waving, and that is very sad accident for him. He was second at the start, and now Furkan is last one on the track. Adnan couldn't stop and slightly touches Furkan behind, and Ercüment also spins himself by trying to run over the collision. Now the drivers are sorting up and waiting for Furkan, and he is going to be last on track. Will he get the position back? Only time and skills will tell. And there it is, Furkan is trying to get off the tires, and he will be last on the grid. And let's see what happens. Farok is leading the race, and he is the one controlling the race start. And now green flag is on track. Farok waved his hand and race starts once again. Hamza fifth on the grid, and Adnan is still struggling with his car. Harun now comes from last to 6th on the track. He is doing so well. Umeis is approaching to Ridvan again, and Ridvan sneaks away inside to Farok, and Ridvan takes the lead. Ridvan now is first. Farok is still struggling with his pace. Umeis is just behind him, trying to get past. Hamza down to 6th place. Farok now is under pressure from Umeis, and he's never been that close to Farok. As we're ahead of turn 14 with 60 km per hour. We just finished 4th lap, and there is still fights going on the front row. Umeis now is wheel to wheel with Farok, gets inside the line, and from turn 3 Umeis gets the 2nd place. He has been hunting Farok since beginning of the race. Meanwhile, Furkan Abdullah is on attacking mode. He just passed Anas Limani just after the crash, and let's see what happens in the future. And we see another battle from Hamza and Jihad. Jihad is taking the inside line and getting past Hamza. Also Harun. Harun is passing Hamza from turn 15. Hamza loses 2 places at once. Furkan doesn't stop and wants to get Ercüment, and he goes turn 16, but he locks up, and Ercüment gets him past again. By the way, we see a massive fight between 3 drivers. There's been plenty of overtakes since the beginning of the race, and I think it will be a very aggressive race. While we go down to turn 13, Umeis wants to get the Ridvan pass, and is he going to make the move? No, he sticks on his plan and will wait for better opportunities. And also there is action behind of the grid, and Ubaid is passing Jihad, and also Furkan is passing Jihad as I see, yes. And Jihad now is on 9th position. It seems Furkan got the pace today, and he is passing Hamza also. Today Furkan is driving unbelievable. For 2 laps he passed 3 drivers already. And now Ridvan is under pressure by Umais as they go down from turn 14. And there's a little bit contact Umais having with the tires. I think Ridvan forces him outside, but I don't know if he's allowed to do that. Umais is not giving up as he is waiting the right time, and he takes the inside line and goes ahead of Ridvan. Now Umais leading the race, but Ridvan is not letting him by as they go down from turn 6, and Ridvan is getting ahead from inside line, but Umais is not letting him again. Wow, that is a massive fight between them, and Ridvan goes from inside but couldn't take the corner, but Umais is much faster than Ridvan, and we have never seen a fight such as like this. Umais is ahead and taking the corner very wide and touches the tires, and Ridvan says thank you very much for the first place. Now Ridvan is leading the race. Umais is not comfortable with the place he has. He gives everything to get the place back. He has the pace and he has the skills to do that. Is he going to make the same move again from the previous lap? Yes, he takes the inside line again and forces Ridvan outside from turn 5. And Umais is taking the lead again. What an incredible battle is going from these two. Faruk now closes the gap, and is he able to make the move to Ridvan? And Faruk goes inside and takes the inside line, and Faruk is ahead of Ridvan. And we see Anas Limani slows up the drivers, and I think he changed the karting, and he will go the last on the grid, and the race will start again. By the way, yellow flag is ending, and Umais is controlling the race, and he will start the race by his go. The green flag is waving, and we race once again. Furkan gets Adnan inside and taking 2 position. That is so clever. Furkan is now 4th on the track, and I guess he will get the position back where he was on the start. After the yellow flag, we race again, and by changing his car, Enes is making his first move to Hamza and moves up to 10th place. From turn 8, Jihad goes outside from Adnan and Harun, and he's getting past Harun now. He couldn't get Adnan, but he at least got Harun and moves up to 6th place. And also Erjuman is getting ahead of Hamza by moving his car to 10th on the track. Umais just crosses the line on the 11th lap and goes fastest with 46.8. And now Harun is gaining on Adnan, and he is going from turn 3 and getting past him. Harun was last on the grid and he is now 5th. That is good improvement. Now Ridvan is just waiting for another mistake of Faruk. Ridvan is following Faruk for so long. Is he going to make a move? And yes, Ridvan goes from inside and takes the 2nd place. Faruk is now 3rd. Ubaid now is making a slight mistake by going wide from turn 7 and Erjumand gets ahead him. Now Erjumand is 8th on the grid. Erjumand is improving so far from the 3rd race and ooh, he's going so wide. He just managed to stay on the track. Ubaid was so close to hit him, but he managed to turn over on Erjumand. Anas had a little spin over turn 7 and now he's fighting back to take the place back on Hamza. And he gets the inside line from turn 5 and Anas now makes up himself to 9th place. Enes is fighting so long with Ubaid, and he goes from outside and settles up for 8th place. And someone's got off track, I think. Yes, it is Arjament on the turn 9. He is stuck in tires, and drivers will be slowing down and will be sorting up again. Ray starts once again after Umays waved his hand. And Farouk now gets inside. Is he going to be faster than Ridvan at this corner? No, I don't think so. Ridvan keeps the line and covers his position. And we are completing lap 23. And we have a very challenging battle since lap 1. An incredible race has been so far. Furkan is now attacking on Farouk. He was the last on the grid and he overtook every possible driver, came up all the way long to 4th. An incredible fight between Farouk, Harun and Furkan. All of them are going wheel to wheel through the corner 3. And Harun gets ahead. Harun wins the battle. Farouk now down to 4th position and putting all the pressure on. Harun with his aggression made himself the 3rd position. He was back on the grid at the start of the race. Harun is fighting with everything he got. As Enes changed his karting, now he's better with the pace. Trying to go outside on Jihad, very clever idea, but couldn't make it. Jihad is faster. Ubaid is now fighting for his place and Enes gets outside, but Ubaid takes the short way and also Hamza gets the inside line. And both are ahead of Enes. That is critical move. I think Enes is not happy with that at all. Enes now attacks on Hamza and gets the inside line from turn 6. And now Enes is ahead. As As we see, Furkan looking for a way past Faruk. After his crash, Furkan is driving absolutely perfect, without any mistake, and just waiting patiently and getting ahead of his opponents. Faruk now is under pressure. Furkan tries to get him, but he says no sorry, not this time. Furkan again looking for way pass from turn 16, gets the inside line and is ahead now, but Faruk will not let him. It's so hard to get Faruk, defending his position like a lion. There is still ongoing battle with Enes and Ubaid, and now Enes gets ahead as Ubaid taking the corner so wide and makes the mistake. This race has been the most challenging one as the two perfect drivers are making the race look much better. Look at the fight is going on. It's like deja vu. The same scene has been running for 3 laps and Furkan at last gets ahead of Faruk. Very joyful to watch. Meanwhile, Jihad is also running back on Adnan, and now Adnan is under pressure. Jihad has the better car but can't overtake Adnan as he takes better corners. We see on board Ridvan as he runs third for the long time and gets past Harun at turn 16. Ridvan was behind Harun for so long and was keeping calm himself and waiting for the right time, and now he is second. As Erjumand is last on the track, going slowly, Furkan and Faruk are lapping him now, and Furkan spins! He gets so close to tires and he is spinning out of turn 3. Faruk gets ahead and this is so critical. Furkan came all the way along to 4th position from back of the grid and now he is 5th. We have 1 lap remain. Umay still is leading the 3rd round of the season. On board, Ridvan is under pressure by Harun saying this is not over yet, and Harun gets ahead of Ridvan. It's the last lap and fight is still on. Ridvan is just behind Harun, and remember, Harun started last on track and he overtook everyone, and he's fighting now for 2nd place. Ridvan is giving everything on this lap and he is looking for the gap and gets inside line from turn 8. Ridvan is ahead. Ridvan takes back the 2nd place. The most exciting moment of this race. As Umais is taking the last corner and winner of the 3rd round is Umais Sulaiman. So many yellow flags, many restarts. Umais didn't give up, all the time was driving under pressure, took every risk he had to, and comes home to take the first podium of his career. Harun was best on track with his best personal performance from last on the grid to podium. Ridvan is taking the 2nd place at last lap by overtaking Harun. Umais takes the first win of the season and also getting the fastest lap of the race. Ridvan takes the 2nd place at last lap by overtaking Harun, and Harun comes 3rd from back of the grid. Faruk with not good drive is finishing 4th. Behind him Furkan had a massive spin and gave the position back to Faruk. Adnan struggled so much with his karting which he had to change and finished 6th. Behind him Jihad is 7th. Anas with a bad drive and many wide corners finishes 8th. Ubaid is 9th and Hamza is 10th, and last one, Erjumand finishes 11th. On the championship points, the situation started to boil. With today's win, Umais gets on top of the board with 1 point ahead of Adnan, and Ridvan is 3rd with 2 points running back. Faruk and Harun with 17 points, Anas, Jihad and Furkan with 6 points are 6th, 7th and 8th. Ubaid with 3 points, 9th, and Hamza 1 point, and Erjumand last is with 0 point.